Hello. Well, here's a bit of a surprise. Hello everybody, welcome to another Battletech stream and all that jazz. This is a dual stockpile game with Chester, who isn't here. And the reason he isn't here is I'm early for once. Wow, I'm normally late, okay? And Chester's got a couple of things to do and I've got a few minutes. So I thought I might actually talk about what I'm going to play. And Chester challenged me to make a Ghost Bear deck, and honestly I was a bit disappointed with, I was going to say some of the Ghost Bear cards, but that's not fair. I was a bit disappointed with the Ghost Bear units. They seem to have gone really big, and by big I mean numbers and resources, and although there's support in the game to produce them or stick them on the table, I just couldn't find anything that kind of synergized well and or that I was comfortable with. You know, a few weeks ago I played not the Nova Cat deck, I think it was the Diamond Shark deck. No, it wasn't the Diamond Shark, it was the Star Adder deck. The Star Adder deck where I was putting those those 9-cost Ebon Jaguars, Cauldron Borns out. Let me find it. Where are we? Those Cauldron Born. What do we have? We had the Cauldron Born. Which one was it? I was chucking these ones out. Maybe it was a Smoke Jag deck as opposed to Thingy Adder. No, the Smoke Jag deck I was playing with that Cauldron Born. And then the Star Adder deck I was playing with this Cauldron Born. And at 9 cost you could get them out on, I think it was turn 3 or turn 4. But when you look at the Ghost Bear units, and we'll just have a look at that in BT, then when you look at the top end, they are big. Here we go. Let's just go 10, 10, 10. There's a whole load of Gladiator Executioners. There's the Arcus. There's a whole series of Novas and Kingfishers and Kodiaks and another Execution, another Kingfisher, and a few Aerofighters and some more Novas. And you can see that they're just coming in at ridiculously high costs. And then if you come down from there, you've got your, where are we? There's a Nova Cat B at 9, there's a Nova Cat M at 9, there's a C at 9, which with 298 long range 3 isn't bad value. And then Arctic Wolf, etc, etc. And then once you get down below about 6, there's not a great deal. Let's have a look. 6 is the Dragonfly F, the Great Worm and the Marauder, and then you're into the Viper E, where you're paying 5 for 4, which is okay with a missile, but it's a munitions buyout. Viper H, AMT, 164 overheat anti-missile jump is quite nice, but you're playing AMT. Viper G, paying 5 for 1 damage feels really bad, even though it's got AP3 and it's got Plasma Shot 1. It just feels bad and wrong. And then what have we got left? A unique Firemoth. A Firemoth which does 5 damage for 4, but it's a 2 structure, no armor. It's going to die horribly, as with some of the other stuff. And okay, the Horned Owl is okay at AT. I quite like that. 3 cost 144. Kind of compares to the Clint Revised, and you think, I'm not sure if I've got a good deal. The Solitaire at 042 overheat 3+2 is okay for a fast, and the Bear Cub at 043 fast is okay, but there's still 3 costs. And then we've got another couple of Fire Moths, and then you're back into it. And I think they've all been converted right. They've all been true to the form. It just feels that the wrong buyouts in the wrong place, or to build the deck you want the wrong buyouts in the wrong place, and how effective some of these units are is quite arguable is probably the word to say. And as I said, then you've got the top end. Oh, and the Dasher D, this little Dasher. Sorry, not the D, the E, the 1-2M for 022 and a potential of a missile. It, you know, I don't think it's a particularly good unit. So I think the intention is for Ghost Bear to go large. There's a lot of units there, and I think there's some support in there. And certainly when you look at some of their commands, there is some of these are designed to help do that. You know, this Urs Kushek mechs gain a counter. You may not assign a pilot to this mech. This mech untaps at the end of the turn, which would be great on one of those 9-cost Nova Cats. Stealth of the Bear is you attack with a slow mech and it can't be blocked. It's basically an inside jump with tactics for Ghost Bear, which is great if you've got one of those big mechs on the table, but you've got to get it there, etc, etc, etc. And I have been busy, whether I had time to do it, whether I gave it its full justice, I did not feel the love. So I created 2 separate decks. One is probably a little more traditional Ghost Bear, and the other I think is the deck that Chester has been trying to create for a few weeks and what have you. Okie dokie. So there are 2 decks. One's an Aerofighter deck, the other is an Elemental Point deck. The Elemental Point deck is probably a bit more true to the original Dragonfly Elemental jump style logistics and assembly with a smattering of T because everything jumps. So in here we have at the top end a couple of Ryokan Cs, we have 3 Stooping Hawk Primes. There is no reason, is it 3? No, 2 Stooping Hawk Primes. There is no reason those could not be Man of War Primes, and I had them in there. It is an Omni, you need Omnis for the elemental points, but my general feeling was Chester wants me to play a Ghost Bear deck, and if I just put a generic clan unit in there, he won't be too happy. So you could easily put those in and make the deck a little leaner. The good thing with the Man of War is that 3 armor keeps it quite much on the table. Hankyu C, great fast blocker or damage dealer. Dragonfly I, a little flavour more than anything else, and as I've taken logistics out of the deck, I am going to literally take that out now, and there is another Dragonfly in here, which I think is the, which one is it? Is it the F? Yeah, I'm going to put 2 of the Fs in. 164 fast, AP2 jump is quite decent. There's probably a case for putting risky combat jump in this deck, but I'm just trying to experiment a little more than anything else. Certainly given the amount of jump in here, we have 6 Hankyu Primes, we have 6 anti-mech elemental points. These are quite nice because they give a unit -1 attack. Berserk from the standard game kills anything. A few more of those Arctic Cheetahs just to help with some speed, along with some Dasher. I could have put 6 Dashers in, but I just again wanted to play with slightly different cards. Alethus Firemoth ECM. It's basically a Dasher B with the intimidating paint job on it, -1 to everything else, which is quite powerful. And effectively, ECM gives it +1 armor and -1 attack. Is basically 2 armor across the board, but that applies to everything in the unit in the battle with it. So it's expensive for a 3 attack unit at 4 cost, but it does dash, and it is quite, the effects can be quite strong. So kept that in. Teresa Del Villar, another battle armor. All your engaged units get +1 attack and +1 armor. That's just ridiculously strong. And Jake Kabrinsky gives everybody else -1 attack. And you can put him on top of your stockpile if you want as well, which is quite nice. So between those 3, with the Hankyu Prime having ECM, there's a fair bit of defensive capability. So then maybe that's why I didn't put risky combat in. I put Aletha herself, prevent 3 damage. It's just too good, just too good. And then we have the Scalpel. And this might seem a bit of an odd choice. Tap an opposing unit. Use this ability before blockers are declared. Well, if I can tap a fast unit before he can block, then it means my fast units can go through with all the elemental points on tap. Or it could be tap the guarding unit. I think that's definitely how I interpret this. It says tap an opposing unit, so you get to tap it before blockers are declared. So that to me just seems really, really strong and a good game ender. Elemental support to drop one of these nice elementals into the mix, whichever one it is. Keeping up the pressure, which gives me +2 armor to fast units. Moderate units get +1 attack and +1 armor. I've only got a couple of those, so everything. This is going to be basically +2 defense, effectively. Stalk your Plore gives everything +2 attack. Poking the Bear gives you 1 attack and 1 armor for each battle armor you control. So if you send a dasher over with 3, that's +3 attack and +3 armor. Each unit, so they all get that as well. That's just gross. And Elemental Ambush is a good way of depleting a unit. I could have taken that out for another Poking the Bear. And you've got Wrath of the Ghost Bear in the end there. And the resource mix to match. Logistics, Tactics and Assembly. I do have Logistics in here. Maybe I should put that Dragonfly out. It's the other deck that I took that out of. There's 2 in there. Okie dokie. And quickly, the other deck is an Aerofighter deck. And this is the deck I think Chester's been trying to make for a little while, or playing with. QC again, Man of War in this deck, Hankyu Prime, Hankyu B. And then the Chironeers and the Chironea 2 as 3 attack, 4 attack, resource killer potentially with maneuver 3, so you can, and long range 3, so you can deal those to the target, so you can prevent damage and or add damage in combat, which is quite nice. The ace is quite gross because you can use that maneuvering ability twice, and I'm assuming that you don't stick to them, so I could have +3 armor, +3 attack, or 6 armor or 6 attack. Hot Shot, whenever you use that, it gains +1 attack. Just a bit of variety, and it doesn't roll for scrapping. Neither of these roll for scrapping on those Aerofighters. Keeping up the pressure again. Wild Weasel to prevent the damage on 2 attack. Another +1 maneuver. That would be crazy with the ace, because the ace may use its maneuver ability twice. Well, this would give it 2 maneuvering abilities. So arguably you would get 4 out of it, because it's a double-double effectively. Air support works well when you've got mixed units. Wrath of the Ghost Bear again, and Duke as a defensive mission. And the resource mix here is very much assembly tactics. 1-star assignment officer to put some of those pilots out for cheap. So I think I'm going to start with the elemental point deck and go from there. Now it looks like he's in, so I will start onto the good old Discord. Good evening, young sir.
There he is.
You're right.
How do I make you my friend on Discord so it's easier for me to invite you or whatever?
You have to go to the very top. I think it is with direct messages. We are friends. We are friends.
Because when I it says invite a friend and I put your name in Silly Whiz, it doesn't show up.
That's because I have to be on Discord, I believe, at the time.
Oh, okay.
You've got to be logged in. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So here we are. So you want to run both? So what's the 2 names? The 2 names of your 2 decks.
Ghost Bear, Chester DSR Ghost Bear Deck 1 and Chester DSR Ghost Bear Deck 2.
Okay, Sam, he's got 2 decks. We have to decide which one is going to be number 1 or number 2. You choose 1 or 2. 2. She says 2.
Okay, that's fine.
We'll start with that.
This is the one I had loaded anyway, so that's fine.
Okay.
Right. So we're going to go for both, hey. This one I'm reasonably happy with. The other one I've got some question marks, so this could be quite interesting.
So the other day, Mitch showed me how to see the board panorama, like instead of side to side. It was like you're sitting across the table from somebody. I can't remember.
That's all right. I've just had Lackey fall on its face. Yep.
Hopefully, he'll be able to get back up.
Yeah,
make it a short visit.
Shouldn't be a problem. I'm not feeling the love.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
I'm going to close it. I'll open it up again in a minute.
So how's things across the pond?
Oh, well, work's been busy, and that's so. There we go. That's the one. Find a server. Yay! I found a server. There's your game. Join the game. Right. So how does Mitch do this panorama thing? Is it?
Yeah, it's so that the when you're looking at it, it's like we're sitting across the table.
Okay.
And then when you switch sides, it changes the view.
Okie doke. So
told me how to do it, and I don't remember how. It's one of the buttons. It's one of the buttons up on top. It's like there's mark and zoom and tilt, pan. It seemed like it was one of those, but I can't figure out. I don't remember how he did it. I'm afraid to start messing with the buttons because I know I'll screw something up.
Try the tilt button.
Okay. No.
If you click the 0 at the end.
Oh, there it went. Oh my gosh, there it is.
Yeah.
Are you able to see it that way too?
I'm seeing it that way too. I mean, the only thing with this is you've got this swirly thing at the back, which does look like it's out of some Star Wars movie because there's some void or whatever else in it. And you've got all this black space and you can't quite see anything. So I think I prefer to maybe just do a slightly different scale or zoom, but we'll see how we go. Maybe I'll flick through it as I record.
Change it, I wonder.
Pardon?
I don't know how. Let's see, what does tilt do?
Don't worry about it.
Table, look. Okay.
I'm just going to go normal.
Okay, go back to normal.
Yeah,
okay.
it's all right. It only affects me, or it only affects you. It's your setting, so you can have yours how you want, and I can have mine. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go then. I'll do that. Okay, so roll a die. Even I go first.
Okay.
There it is. And it's even I go first.
Okay, I'll tell you what. You can go first then.
So I'll throw 1, 2, 3. Then I will draw 1 and
okay, that's all right.
play that and pass turn.
So I'm going to draw one of those. I'm going to draw one of those. I'm going to play that.
Oh, it shows me how many cards you have in hand. That's interesting.
Oh, I see. Yes. And let's turn that over and tap that and put a construction on it. Your turn. What are you playing, by the way?
I am playing Word of Blade.
Oh, joy. This could be fun.
Let's do 1, 2, and let's do 1, 2. Tap that to pay for it, and pass turn.
Right then. Let's
Oh, that didn't do anything.
draw a main card. And a resource. That's my first deployment. Tap that for a war funds. Tap the war funds and the assembly to put 2 on here. You'll go.
Okay. One for that. That's first deployment. Tap all 3 of these to pay for that. Built.
Yes.
I will put this card at the bottom of my scrap heap to go into my resource stockpile. Oh, can't do that. Oh. Just do that. And there we go. And for my second deployment, put out him. Tap to pay for that. And then out and pass turn.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. We'll turn that over. I'll tap that and that to put 2 on that. I will scrap the war funds to go and find one of those.
Here it comes, kids.
And we'll tap that to bring out one of those and clear that.
Oh!
So that's doing 3.
That got gnarly quick.
Stockpile.
I'll go ahead and lock.
Okay.
And let's see. I will play up close and personal. That gives me hand-to-hand 3, which makes me a 5.
Hold on a second.
Plus 1 from the veteran sergeant makes it 6.
Yep. 3 to you.
I'll take 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Your turn.
And moves out and done.
Yeah.
Untap everything. Two. Yeah.
Another one.
Pay for that and repair that one. Repair, there it is.
Hold on. Oh, you have got 4. Sorry, they're overlapping. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now, all right, I'll move out and pass turn.
Okie dokie. Tap 1 for a war funds. Tap 1, tap 2, tap 3 to put a hanky out. Your turn.
Yet another one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's a decision. What will he do? Well, yeah. Yes. That out there's one. This guy, I don't. That's 2. I'll reassign him here.
Okay.
That'll be a little better. And I'll send both of these guys to your stockpile.
Okay. So that's +1 on that, +1 on that, +2, 3, 6, 12 total. Is that right? No, 12, 14. Okay, we will block with all 3.
Cool.
-1, so that's 3, 6, 9. We will do 5, 6 to the veteran sergeant and 3 to the other unit. You want me to put those on there, so I'm going to do 6 to that,
Okay.
and 3 to that.
3 to that. Okay. So, all right. I have got. So here I've got. So that's he's going to get 3 plus 3 is 6. So it'll be 6 and 6, 12, and 1 is 13. So we're going to do 5 there. And 5 there. That leaves 3. Put on him.
Okay. So there's 5 on there, 5 on there, and the elemental point will use its ability to give you -1 attack.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So that means I can't So
you can. I'm assuming you want to leave the elemental point alive and kill the other two.
Yeah, so I'd have to put and just one on him will bounce.
Well, he's got -1, and the ECM gives him -1, so that means 1 damage on him. Oops, hold on a minute.
Oh, then there's got. Oh, how do I do that?
And then,
so if he's going to do -1,
yeah,
and
ECM is minus the second one, effectively.
So that means I have to do 7.
They're fine.
On the Hankyu Prime.
No, you only have to do 5. Choose a mech this unit has assigned damage to. It gets -1 attack, so it doesn't matter which one I choose to do. It'll be -1 in the total. You can move it around as you want.
So I can take out the 2 Hankyus, right?
You can take out the 2 Hankyus, and I can take out the 2 Maliks, yes.
Okay, well then that's how it's going to be.
Okie dokie.
These guys all go to the top. And this guy moves out, and we pass turn.
Draw a card, draw a card.
Brutal.
Okay, so the first order of the day will be to put that down, tap a war funds to put a 1 on there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Scrap the war funds, and we will go and find.
Do something fun, kids. We still haven't seen any Ghost Bear stuff.
I knew you'd say that. Right then, well, if you're going to be like that, you can bloody well have some Ghost Bear stuff. So, straight out, Alethus Fire Mop, tap those 2 and attack your assembly with it.
Oh. You're doing a total of 6. Darn.
7.
7?
The elemental point has got AP 1.
Oh, he does. Yes, he does. Well.
You did ask for a Ghost Bear unit.
The elemental, I wouldn't even be able to kill a Leaper. I wouldn't be able to get either one of them. Yeah. Damn, I'm going to have to let it go through. So, total of 7?
Kill the assembly.
Pardon?
Kill the assembly.
Oh, you're going after my assembly?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay, assembly's gone.
Cool. Your turn. Right, I'll clear that now because that's built.
So, 1, 2. So, there's 1.
You tap 1 for it. Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, wait, no. Hold on.
You've got tap 1 for the war funds.
Yeah, I gotta get. Yeah. He has to go away. You have to go to. What do we got? Put him over there where he's safe in the back. Right.
Right, hold on a minute. You played a war fund, so you've got to tap 1 for the war funds.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's tap for the war funds. You've put the war fund counter on the Malak, you've scrapped the war funds and gone and got yourself an assembly. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so now to go back. Yeah. Oh, I know what I need to do. Okay, so no, then shuffle. There it is. Okay. Okay, so now tap 2 more. So he's built. And pass turn.
Untap. Draw a card. Draw a card. Ooh. So I'm going to put one of those on the table.
So that's how you use Aletha. You pair her with an anti-mech.
Tap
Well,
1
that
to
works.
repair
That's a great combo. That works.
the anti-mech. Tap 1, tap 2, tap 3, tap 4 to put the Hankyu out.
Well, kids, he's got 1 Ghost Bear card out.
2, 5, 12. Attack the assembly with the 2 anti-mech elemental points.
There you go. So we will double block. That gives us 6 and 6, or no, 6 and 6 and 6, 12. So we'll put 6 on each one.
Okie dokie. Now, six on each one. So we will kill the 5 cost Malik.
Understood.
That one. Okay. And oh, what's the definition of that? 1 second. I've got to go and read the FAQ.
Wow. Oh no. He's got something up his sleeve, kids. As usual.
What does that mean?
Just when you think you're doing really good, pull something out of his hat. Not sometimes, every time. Will it be a rabbit? Will it be a white dove?
Sorry, I've got.
Will it be a Bullwinkle move and there'll be a rhino head come out?
Steady on.
I gotta get another hat.
Right.
Well, we're at the spiders, kids, so this way.
Okay, so just for clarity, and I'm reading from the FAQ, engaged units. In the past, engaged units have referred only to units involved in a battle. In this expansion, we expand this definition to include units that are involved in a mission, whether or not there is a battle. This does not cause any balance or interpretation problems for existing cards. Right then. The Aletha, Aletha's little fire moth is going to attack your assembly.
Okay, so I can't block. I'm tapped.
Okay, and you're not playing anything else, so I will play elemental support, add a berserk elemental point to the mission, which will allow me to deal 7 damage to scrap that assembly. Your turn.
Oh, mercy. Yeah, that's the play, kids. That's the play.
Yeah. I've got another play in a minute that you're going to hate.
Tell me if I called it or not. I knew he was going to pull something out of his hat.
As I said, you wait for the next play.
So what you going to do?
That's it. That comes out.
You got to move. There you go. Move that guy out.
Yeah.
All right.
Your turn. Away you go.
So, tap all. What's left? All right. Let's see if we can work this or not. There is one resource. Tap that one to pay for it. And there's my second deployment. Tap all of those to pay for that.
What you got there? Oh, Solaris.
Move them up. Move them up, Buttercup. Pass turn.
That's all okay. Okie dokie. Untap all. I'm going to draw a card first. Ooh. Ooh. And draw a resource. How mean do I want to be? 3, 7, 13. Okay. Tap 1, tap 2, tap 3, 4. Am I going to do it that way or that way?
That's a good question.
Five. Tap that one for 6 to put the Viper eye out.
Oh, there we go.
Tactics card.
That's it. Sure. Let's see. go ahead and double block.
You can only single block.
That'll take out. Why can only single block?
Because the Predator is moderate.
Oh, he is. Oh. My bad.
That's okay. You can untap them and have another go.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you gotta speed up. No, stop that. That would kill me. Three. Wouldn't be enough to take her out. And a pain in my side. So I'll go ahead, have him, and put all three on Emily. Oh wait, no. She's going to really get -1. That's still 2. He's not protecting. Oh no, that's not going to be enough. Okay. I can't take her out. Can't take her out with him. So we're going to have to let the tactics go.
Okie doke.
Oh. You may have actually put a...
You scrapped a logistics, not a tactics.
Oh, I did? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
It's okay.
Let's see, is there an undo thing?
Just pull it out of your scrap heap.
Yeah, so that's got to go to the scrap heap. And I have to go to the scrap heap. There it is.
Well, then you should have another logistics on the table.
Okay, now I can go back to my hand.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm back together now.
Stockpile with a Hank QC.
Yeah. It's all of a sudden going sideways, as I knew it would. Just a question of, well, see how bad it goes. So this is going to be, you're going to overheat?
That depends on what you're going to do.
I can't do anything without sacrificing a guy and not doing anything to you.
Well, it's up to you, isn't it? Yeah, I'll overheat for 6.
Okay. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wish I knew what came out. This really bothers me that half the time I can't see what's been scrapped.
You should be able to now. Predator, Black Knight, Battle Cobra, Menai Domini Pilot, Tomahawk, another Predator, an Assembly, a Malak. A couple of Malaks in there.
Of course.
Cool. Your turn.
Alright, let's hit that wall. One. Yeah, that's not good. Well, it's gonna have to be that.
Oh, found a tactics card. That gets me an extra deployment. That. And that's two tactics you've put down and you've got a purified battle armor.
Yeah, he gets me an extra deployment.
He gives you a free one, yeah.
So I'll tap the Solaris gains, put the Blade Master out. Where should I put him? Good question. Him on the Preda. And with battle armor out, such as he is, I will put guard and pass turn.
Okie dokie. I am gonna draw a main card. Draw a main card.
Oh no, I can't put him the Blade Master. Yeah, I gotta put the Blade Master in him. Darn.
Why?
Because
Oh, if it has hand to hand, it gains it. Yes.
yeah,
I'm with you.
it would be nice to put him on there, but he's moderate, which
Yeah.
means he's not going to be able to block stuff.
Okie dokie. So
And everything you got is fast.
So is the Preta guarding?
The Preda's guarding, and he's just out there.
Yeah.
But he's slow, so he's not going to be able to do anything on defense.
Yeah. Okay. How do I want to do this? I want to do this by tapping that to repair 1 on the Hankyu C. I'm going to tap 1, tap 2, tap 3 to put a Hankyu Prime out.
Okay.
And then I am going to tap 1 more to add the Scalpel onto...
There
actually,
she is.
yeah, we'll go onto the... Oh, put her on Aletha's.
Absolutely. Love the scalpel.
Right.
Right.
We will attack with Aletha's Firemoth and the Berserk Elemental Point, and we will use the Scalpel's ability to tap the Malik and the Blade Master beforehand, so they're tapped out.
Oh.
Because it says tap a unit, it doesn't say it joins the battle.
Well, that's what it says. That's exactly how it works.
So we'll scrap a tactics card.
Yes, you will.
And then I will use the Hankyu C and the Viper Eye to scrap another one.
What I can do about it. Nice.
Your turn.
Oh my goodness. Oh, merciful heaven.
I do like the way this. You remember the original advertising frame, advertising thing, Battletech. Open up on a friend.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, see if we can get lucky. Nope, you can't. Nope, you can't. Oh, okay, that's one more. Oh, jeez. Well, this is becoming an exercise of futility. But here we go.
There's one tactics.
And there's 2. So it's going to cost me 3.
5 for
pay
the
for
Battle
the 3,
Cobra.
and 2 to pay for the assembly.
So it's going to cost you 5 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything tapped.
Yeah. All right, I can see how this is working out. These 2 will attack your stockpile.
Those 2.
Those 2.
So the Purifier. And the Predator. So let's see. So that's 2, possibly 1 hand-to-hand. No, 2. And then that can prevent 2. Okay. So they go for the stockpile. All right.
Yeah.
I'll let them through.
Okay.
So that's
well, then it's only
2.
It's only a total of 4.
4. Scrap 1, scrap 2, scrap 3, scrap 4. Oh, that's a bit of a shame.
Oh, now it's showing. What did you do? What did you do that shows the?
I revealed.
No,
I revealed all the scrap heaps. I think for some reason it's set as being user only or something or other. It might be in the config.
Oh, I see. You reveal. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Reveal the scrap heap to everybody.
yeah.
Then you can see it.
It might be in the DSR config file. So
right.
might just be worth checking with Michael on that
That's
one.
about all I can do. So I will just move him out.
Okie dokie. Untap.
These guys up. They're done.
Draw a card, draw a card.
Oh, mercy.
Tap that to repair 1 on the Hankyu. Move the scalpel onto the Viper. Tap 1, tap 2 to put a lether on her Fire Moth. Because I can. And tap 1, tap 2 for an Arctic Cheetah. Right then.
Yeah, it's not good odds.
So
since anything I do is going to be 1 guy left.
The Viper with the scalpel on it is going to head over to your stockpile, and in doing so, because we're going to use the scalpel ability, we are going to tap the Malak with the Blade Master on it.
Yep.
So we will overheat the Viper to do 5.
5 it is. 5. Got my scalpel. I had one in my deck too.
A lether and a Fire Moth and the Hankyu friend will kill your tactics card. No, do I want to do that? No, I don't want to do that. Let's. Oh, I've declared it. Do it. I shouldn't have done it that way, but still, let's kill that tactics.
All right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And
Oh, I am so doomed.
We will tap the Hank UC and the Berserk Elemental Point and attack the Battle Cobra because it's moderate.
Well, yeah. So there's nothing I can do about that. Put all three on the Hanky C.
Which will overheat and yes, it just gets messy.
Yep.
Out with the Battle Cobra. Your turn.
Untapable. Wow. There's.
And I probably made a load of mistakes in that, but still.
Oh, no.
Let me guess, you just drew 2 logistics?
No.
Okay. 3 logistics.
But. Good grief.
Oh, you found an assembly. Crap.
I did. So I did find another logistics, and I'm glad for that.
I think I might have made a mistake that round. 3, 6, 7, 11, 14, 18,
doesn't do me any good. No. I am stuck, kids. So what we'll do is we'll put everybody over here. We don't need to do that. There is. Wow. Okay. Well, there's nothing I can do. So, all right, we'll use these guys to attack your stockpile. No. No, we'll use these guys, this group here, to attack your stockpile.
Right. So
that's got to be everybody. It's got to be everybody. Why not?
See, hold on.
Got
See,
them all.
you're going to send them all.
We're going to send them all. We're going to kill something.
Okie dokie. Well, I'm going to block with the lone Arctic cheetah. Let's move that back out of the way.
Yep.
3 damage, which I will allocate to the. Put it on the Malak actually.
Okay. He takes 3. So.
He takes 3, and then I'm not sure if you even want to bother doing the maths, but the Arctic cheetah takes an absolute bucketful.
Yep. And we pass.
Right, untap all. Let's draw a card. Let's draw a card.
Yeah.
Oh. Tap 1, tap 2 for a Dasher Prime. Tap 1, tap 2 for a Dasher Prime.
This was over a couple turns ago, kids, but Mark's being generous and gentle, and he just wants to get more cards out. So that's cool.
Well, I think I could do. I think I could do it here. 3, if I do them separately, and then that's another 7, which makes 10.
10.
And then if I overheat that, that's another 5. And Aletha is +1, so that's another 5, another 3, and another 6. So that's 3,
21.
10, 15, 18, 21. Yeah.
Yep. So with 4 cards left in my stockpile, we're done, kids.
Yeah.
Ah.
And
well put.
I misplayed last turn. I should have kept the Hanky C alive somehow, because I could have overheated that for 6. So yeah, that word of Blake deck is not nice. I've seen Because Mitch did the F20 starter. Oh, spoiler, kids! There's some decks coming, and it's mean. It is mean. It's a nasty, nasty deck. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I'm so excited to get Mitch's deck list. Man,
To be fair,
we got to get those things. We got to get those things out on available, guys.
Yeah, I mean,
because the basic 8 decks have been going great. People love them.
Yeah, but hold on a minute. Isn't it the basic 12 now? You've done the rest of them.
Yep, I've submitted the other. I finished all the extra cards that we didn't have copies. And so, with alternate art, following along with the first 8 decks. So all 5 extras are done. I got the ads completed, so they look great. And so just waiting on Michael to get those posted.
Yeah.
Once you got those done, then the next stop is the F20.
Yeah. No.
I might sneak in. Sneak in the scenario one. There'll be 2 decks on that. First.
No. I'm sorry. It's the F21.
What's the extra one?
Don't say anything. You probably know what the extra one is. There is a surprise limited edition deck that is going to go with it, and we're going to sneak it in, and Michael's going to have to accept it because we're not creating any new cards. They're already in the game. So that's the spoiler alert. Don't say anything, Chester, because I'm recording.
Oh, mercy. Nope, my lips are sealed.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited. Well, we started out with the basic 8, and then we had 5 extras. I call those basic 8 plus, right? And so if we come up with extra decks along the way, we'll put them in, and we'll just start calling F20 plus. No problem.
Well, there'll be the deluxe edition or the extended version or something or other or something like that. Yes, anything that sells. Yeah. So no. There's...
Okay, so do we have time to play your second deck?
Yeah, but I don't want to play that worded Blake thing.
Oh, no. My worded Blake is going to play both of your Ghost Bear decks. Now, hopefully, this other deck will have more than 3 Ghost Bear cards in it.
I'm sorry, you have not seen the deck list. I can see 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. A quarter of my deck. In fact, more than that, 15 out of the 48 cards. So 1/3 of my deck is Ghost Bear. Okay? It may not be units, and you haven't seen all of them, remember? It may be missions. I mean, I've got that waiting to come out. You see that one?
Which one?
That one.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I love that card.
Yeah.
I just love that card. I think it's awesome. So now, how do I?
Right. I've reset the game. Go to the deck editor. Choose something different. And then.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I'll choose something.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Choose that. And there it goes. Okay, so I lost. That means I get to choose to go first or second.
I'm sure he makes it
and
up.
I will choose. Let's see. Let me draw my first cards. No, I have to choose first. So, what do I do? I will go first.
It's okay.
1, 2, 3, and pass turn.
Okay, so this is the Ghost Bear deck that I think you want to make. So, draw a resource. Draw. Oh, for God's sake! Draw a resource. Main card. Main card. Mulligan. I have not drawn anything other than a basic resource. So,
Really?
yep.
Well, here we start over again.
Shuffle that. Shuffle that. Draw a resource. Draw a resource. I'll cut. No. No, that's not right. I shuffled those. You cannot put them back on the resource stockpile in the order in which I drew them. I swear this thing is rigged.
Makes you think it that way sometimes, don't it? It really does.
Oh, I didn't click properly and shuffle them. Maybe. Right, draw a card. Draw a card. Okay, that's better. Draw a main. Draw a main. Draw a main. Okie dokie. Right, so you've gone first. So I'm going to draw a resource, and I'm going to draw a main. And I am going to go. That's going to be my first deployment.
Right.
And oh, yeah, we'll do that. There's a construction on that. There you go.
There you go. All right. So I will draw 2. One, 2. That's interesting. So that'll be 4.
One for the war
That
funds.
will be 2. We'll tap that for 1. Then we'll scrap it. That's right. Lets us go into let's get that down. Oh. And tap that. The other one is built. It comes out. We will tap him to take out your card under construction. See what we got.
There you go.
What was it?
It's bigger brother.
Whoa. So I've got that over with. All right. Well, he has to turn him over.
He's depleted.
I'll turn over. Because he's depleted.
Yeah.
So he's done and pass turn.
Draw a card. Draw a card. Sorry, tap that for 1, tap the war funds for 1, 1 on there.
There you go.
Your turn.
All right. Let's see. One. there's one deployment.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what the hell?
Here's my second deployment. Okay, so tap him.
Oh, you're playing with that, are you?
That base for that. Tap down. Oh. Tap that one. And put 2 on there. And go ahead and make that one go away. Go into research stuff. And then I need oh, that's not good.
You just found that you haven't got any logistics in there.
Let's see. Maybe I did it the other way around. Let's go look in the stock. Okay. I think I did it this way. Find out in a minute. Damn, I hope I did. Oh, I did not. I thought I had.
Let me guess, you didn't put any logistics in.
No, I did not. Okay. Sure. Completely shuffle. One more time. Come on. Okay. No. Wow, I did not. Okay, I guess I planned on just paying for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I got that. Ammunitions. Put it out there. Tap hit. One more on it. And pass turn.
Okay. Draw a resource. Draw a main. Okie dokie. Well, that's really useful. First deployment is there. Tap that to add 1 to there. And scrap the war funds to go and find something. And we will put one of those on the table.
Yep.
Shuffle that. So tap that to get to 3, which clears that.
Hello.
And that's going to go with that, isn't it? So I will then tap 1 to put a hotshot pilot out on the hand queue. Your turn.
Oh, nice. One. Two. All right. 2 options. Okay. Nice way to do this. Well, we have to do this. It's 1.
So munitions enters play.
There's 2. Alright, so
Oh, Grendel's.
rebuilds that.
So it's a smoke jag deck. 3 does indeed
And
build.
tap that. That finishes him. So
yeah.
No. So move all those. And what's the one where you put a blue counter on?
Generic.
Generic. Where's generic?
If you right click, you can add a generic counter to it.
Where's the just okay. Oh, I see. All right. So
it's actually only on the right click menu because Michael didn't want to put another button in there because it.
Okay, there it is. All right.
Yeah.
Now I know how to do it. All right. Thank you. Okay, so that's that. Oh. Go ahead and tap him. And do 3 to your stockpile.
Ooh, that hurt. I'm going to deplete him.
Yep.
Thank you.
Then move him out past her.
Pay 1.
Okay.
Tap all 4 of those to put one of those out.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
Move the pilot to him. So let's let's pay some back.
Yep, there it comes.
Tap. Attack your stockpile.
That's a total of.
Wow, this is interesting, isn't it? Every time it uses a keyword ability. So I will use the Aerofighter ability, which is, there we go, to mean it's unblocked. So that gives me +1. And even though I'm not blocked, I will use the long range ability to give it +2. So I think that's 6.
So how do you use the Aerofighter ability?
Because there it is. May only be attacked, may only be blocked by guarding. Because it, and again, this could be how the card is. It looks like it's bold to me. Now abilities are in bold, like long range and maneuver. So I don't know. I mean, if you want to take 5, I'm happy with that. My question is that actually correct? And I don't know. And it's one for Michael. You know, I find the wording on Hot Shot a bit vague, because I mean, keyword is bold, which is fine.
Oh, okay. I think it uses keyword ability. So you're not using maneuver.
No, I'm not using maneuver, but I can use long range.
Well,
because I can deal the damage directly to the
range when you're blocked.
Why?
Pardon? Oh, what? Because that's what long range. That's what.
No, long range only says or what does it say actually? Let's have a look. You may well be
Yeah,
right on
on
this.
long range is if blocked.
Does it say? Oh, for God's sake!
Yeah, it does.
Does it
If you've got
say if
something you want long
blocked?
range on. Oh wait, I've got one that says long range. Okay, so yeah, if the unit is blocked, you can deal damage. So you have to have been blocked. So you won't
If
be able to
Cauldron
use
Born,
long
yeah,
range.
yeah. Okay, that's fine. So actually, I probably wouldn't have moved the pilot. I'd have just done you for 4. Yeah.
Oh, you need the pilot over there. Okay,
I,
that's
I
fine.
wouldn't have done it if
Then
I'd have
total
known
of
that
4
because it
remain.
doesn't make any
So
sense.
I'll scrap 4.
You
Okay,
scrap 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, I didn't want to scrap that. That's mean.
Turn over. What?
You're grounded.
What we got? Oh, Basquiat, Puma. Oh, Blood Name Pilot. Yeah. Okie dokie.
I
Over
was
to you.
counting on blood name. I like blood names pilot.
I'm not a fan. I just think it's alright. So +2 attack, +1 initiative is nice. +1 armor against inner sphere. It's only going to get that 50% of the time.
Yeah.
So
That's fine. That's just a little bonus thing.
yeah.
Without the other abilities, yeah, that would be a useful.
Yeah.
Play.
Yeah.
That would be one of the cards you would hold in your hand to scrap, like for black market kitting, if you're end up playing against.
I mean, +1, +2 tactics for +2 attack and 1 initiative is not bad. It's just I think there are better cards that do the same.
Agreed.
So, your turn.
All right. So now this guy is still tapped. It's flipped over. This guy gets no.
Generic counter -1.
Generic counter -1. There we go. Okay, now we gotta drop cards. Let's draw 1. Here. 2. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's do this. Let's smooth this guy. Actually, let's just smooth this guy. Let's bring out Star Cinema Officer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got tactics.
Get that. Oh, that's. No, it's not. Go ahead and play him out.
Puma. Yeah.
And neither am I. I will. I'm going to go ahead and tap him and attack your stockpile.
All right.
I think I'll take the 2.
We'll block.
No, he's going to block.
I will use the ECM ability, which gives me +1. In fact, I have initiative, so you need to declare first.
No problem. I'll play Blinding Rage. Choose a total of an Alpha Strike, so that's 3 and 4 are 7.
4, 1. Yeah.
And then he goes away because Lightning Rage makes him
Scrap. I was expecting
go
it, to
away.
be honest. Yeah, okie dokie.
Pass turn.
Untap all. Draw a main card. Draw a resource. That's... Turn it over. Tap 1, tap 2, tap 3, tap 4 for a thank you and player tactics. Your turn.
Alright, we untap all. Let's see, then we're going to drop one.
Larry got it from me behind. Yes. All right. See you, Dad.
Two. Well, that's right now. Yes, I can do that. So there's one of those. There's one of those. And have to pay for that. No. That, okay.
So you've tapped 1 for the war funds. Tap the war funds to put 1 on the Basquiat, so you need to tap another one to get that out.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
both of those. Hold on.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's better.
Okay, so can't count it. Oh. Well, nothing I can do about it. Wow, that's a interesting. It's gonna be a really mixture. I guess this is a turn where I'm going to sit and pass turn. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw a card.
That was unfortunate.
Draw a card.
Miscalculated. Didn't count my cards right. See what happens next turn.
Tap 1, tap 2, tap 3, tap 4. For Sireneer.
There you go.
5 for the hot shot.
There you go.
Stockpile.
Oh, mercy. Well, going to have to go ahead and block there.
Mm-hmm.
Use my maneuver.
Yep.
To put 6 on the unpiloted Carnia. Yeah,
Yep.
put 6 on there.
You're going to put 6 on that one.
Yeah.
So I'll just like that.
Yep. Then you use your maneuver to prevent 3 of it, so it only takes 3.
Yep. But then I've got a die roll, so I'll play Duke and prevent all damage to it.
There you go. That's how it's played, kids. Nice.
So that should clear
Good
that.
call. Good call.
That's tapped, so that should turn over, and that should turn. Oops. Tap. Turn over.
There you go.
Score up heap.
That's what Juke is for, kids.
Your turn.
All right. We will untap all. This is now active. I'm gonna do. Yes, he's now active. So all my guys, they just tap normally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I have to draw 1, draw 2. Here we go. So we'll place this out. That's 1.
Oh.
Tap both of these. Wait, it's 2. Okay, pay for that.
Hold on a minute.
He gets 3 counters. Oh no. Okay. Oh, you only have to do it 1 at a time. Okay, so he's there. That's 1. And this will be 2. 3, 2. And we will tap this, put out the much maligned blood name candidate.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Assigned there. Peak.
Put that there.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah.
It's alright, the other one we know is active. That one's still going, if that makes sense.
Nope, you're right. That's fine. So that'll be a grand total of 3. We'll attack your stockpile for 8.
8 it is.
Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on a second.
8.
And then I'm done. Go ahead. Pass turn. I'm gonna have to mute for a couple minutes.
Okie dokie. Untap. Draw a main. Draw a resource. This is gonna be fun. Turn over. Tap. That's turned over. That's turned over. Right. So,
okay, I'm back. What did you do?
what
did you do that I don't want to know about?
I just turned your Aerofighters over. I've paid 2 for Siren here, and
Okay,
I'm going to pay.
No, they're not. They don't deplete.
Oh, of course they don't. They're tapped. Sorry. Yeah.
That's okay. I'll turn them over. Yeah. They just tap because they're tired. You know, they have to go back to the officers.
Yeah. We'll move the hot shot onto the hand queue.
Take back a couple of cool ones.
We'll guard with the hand queue. Pass turn to you.
Here we go. Now we start. Now we start taking things out. So.
The hot shot's in the wrong place.
Where do we go? Need a little more room. Okay. Let's go ahead. This guy.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You need to tap the war funds as well.
I do?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 for the hand queue, 3 for the Grendel.
Oh, I thought one of them was. I thought I used 2.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, so that's all takes care of that. Yeah. Feels like a standoff, but I wonder.
I suppose that depends on where you're standing.
Does it that? Does it that? You got a grant here, extra. Or you can do something. Okay, she's gonna work. She's gonna work really well in the Hanky State. She's gonna give you an extra +2. 6, 2, 4, she's gonna be able to do 8. Well, that's gonna be harsh. All that next. All that next. Anyway. Oh. How do you want to trade it out? Well, let's go ahead and do this. Go ahead and attack your stockpile.
With the 2 Baskiers and the blood name pilot on board.
Good.
We'll block with the 2 Sireneers. And
Right.
hold on a second. Do I include the Hankyu?
By the way, kids, you may notice we haven't seen any Ghost Bear cards yet again. That's okay. In response, I've only got 1 Smoke Jag card out.
Yeah. Block with the Hankyu and jump.
Really?
Yeah. So I have initiative.
Well,
I of course get the +1 back because I've used a keyword ability with Hotshot.
that's right. So you're only blocking with that.
No,
All right.
I'm blocking with the 2 Aerofighters and the Hankyu.
Ah, okay. There we go. So you're going to be doing a grand total. And I don't think either of my guys are going to survive. So we're going to use our maneuver to give us +3 attack. It's going to be 6 from each, +2 from the blood name. So that's total 14.
Okay.
So I can put she gives him +1 armor, so I have to put 5 on the Hankyu.
Okay.
And 5 on one of the Carinias. It's 5 and 5. That's 10, 16. I can put another 5 on the second Carinia.
Hold on a minute. 3,
So that's
6,
5 on
12,
that's 5 on each one of them.
12.
And that
How'd
leaves
you
me
how'd
one
you
to
get how'd
push.
you get to 15?
Pardon?
3, 6. I think you can get to 14. So you have to.
Is it 14?
I think it's 14.
So I get 6 and 6 is 12.
Yeah, and 2 from the blood name.
Oh, you're right, 14. Okay, so it's going to be, yeah. So we're going to put, yeah, we'll put 5 on each one of the Carinias.
Okay.
And 4 on the Hank. Oh, so it's got to be 5 on the Hank.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. We'll do 4. We'll just put 4 on the Hank.
You want to put 4 on the Hankyu? Okay.
Yeah. So
then
5 on each of the Carinias are going to kill both of those.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to put 4 on the Carinia. That'll leave him.
On
He'll
1.
just take 3.
Okie dokie. I will play Can't Get 'Em Off My 6, which gives mine +1/+1 and another +3 maneuver. So I'll use both maneuvers to prevent 6.
Oh.
Oops. Let's just tap that. And they now have 4, which, well, there's enough to kill you guys, basically.
Yeah, my guys are all gone. I just saved one of yours.
And that damage goes down to 3. That turns over, and that turns.
So who among your guys takes damage?
The Hankyu.
That's it.
That's
so we
it.
prevented everything on both of those.
Well, I've got maneuver 6 + 6. on
Yep.
both. So I prevented it.
Okay. And all my guys are gone, right?
Your guys go, yes. That's why I jumped.
Yeah. Ah. Oh my gosh! But the hanky didn't take anything.
You took 3.
Took 3. Oh, I didn't.
You
gotta
gave. You
the
put
counters
4 on it, and it's got armor of 1 from the hot shot.
So he should have 3 counters on it.
He has 3 counters on him. Yeah. You see that?
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't see him.
Okay. There he is. I've moved him. Is that okay? You see that now?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see it with the hot shot on top.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good then.
Mhm.
I moved these guys out, and we pass turn.
Untap. So those turn over, but they're tapped. I wish there was a button for that, Michael.
If you double click the unit, it taps and untaps.
Yeah. Draw. Oh, for God's sake. And draw. Tap to repair 1 on that. And 2, 3, 4 to put another one out. Okay. Your turn.
The devil. It's amazing. Someday, Mark. Someday I'm gonna get you.
Did I actually put a? No, I
Not
didn't.
today, but
No,
someday. Someday I
I'm
will.
sorry, Chester. I missed a deployment there. I should have put another card out. You
That's
could.
okay. Go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah, it's
All
a
right.
friendly game. Come on.
Cool. Yeah, I'm sure one of these days you will get me. I mean, you were close
Oh.
earlier with that Word of Blake deck, and that mission probably put me back in it because you were ahead. In fact, you are ahead by 7 cards.
Yeah,
So
there's 1.
what's that? Oh yeah, that little
2.
beastie, and another one of
That's
those.
gonna cost me 5.
Yeah.
Bring these out. I'm going to. Oh, no, I can't.
Put that there. That's clearer.
Mission. Well, usually does. Who? We have to do it like this. Set him over there.
Mm-hmm.
Set him over there. Move him out and pass turn.
Okie dokie. Reach.
Yeah, there's a couple of mechs that I want to get. They've got like 5 different keyword abilities.
Man of War Prime for 5.
There you go.
And tap that to put an ace.
Oh yeah.
Out.
He'll block all day long. There you go.
Where am I going to put the ace? Am I going to do that, please? Yeah. Okie dokie.
Yeah, once you get him on somebody,
The 3 Aerofighters, Sireneer and 2, and the 2 baby ones are going to go over and... Oh, do I want to do that? Hold on, let me think. Let me think. Does that sustained barrage do anything?
Check it out.
Deplete 2 resources. Yeah, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. But it's going to slow me down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. We'll send them over and get rid of that sustained barrage.
Oh, that's mean.
Well, sustained barrage isn't exactly a friendly card, is it?
Not today. I'll go ahead and block.
Oh, of course, yeah. Sorry, untap. Oh, for
No
God's
problem.
sake. Turnover.
I'm only going, I can do 6. So I'll put all 6 of mine
Oh, for God's sake.
on one of the little Carnias. That's what it'll take to take it out.
6 on there, which is enough. Yes. There we go.
So we'll trade.
We'll trade. Yeah. That taps, and that taps, and that turns over, and that turns over. Okie dokie. Your turn.
Okay. So everything active. So that guy. And we're going to draw 2 cards. One.
Yeah.
Okay, that pays for them. We're not moving out right kind of soon. I'm going to set all these bad boys over here to guard. Move these 2 out. And let's see, we've got assembly, attack, assembly. Okay, you've only got 2 tactics. We'll go ahead and deplete both of them.
Okay, let's have a look. So you want to deplete those 2?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. I do that at my end of turn phase. Your turn.
So I untap all. Those turn over. Those turn over, but they are actually tapped.
Right.
And those turn over, but they are tapped.
Yep.
Let's draw a resource card. And a resource card. Tap 1 for a war funds. To put a counter on there. Scrap the war funds. Put tactics out. Tap another, tap another, tap another. In fact, I don't need to tap the last one. So I'll turn that over. Oh, sorry, clear that. I really am not using the interface right tonight. Tap that too. Where are we? Repair one. We'll put the man of war onto the stockpile. We'll bring that out. Your turn.
Okay. Draw 1, 2. Oh, that's interesting. Worked last time. Let's do it again. All right. What's the best way to do that? Not sure. Yeah, this is a conundrum. We're in a stalemate here. Not sure quite how to break it. So I'm going to go ahead. All these guys up there guarding as well. Same thing I did last time. Move those guys up and pass through.
Sure you got enough guards?
Yeah.
Draw a resource. Draw a resource. Okay.
Oh, by the way, you've got 2 of your assemblies are depleted now.
Oh, right? Okay. So hold on. Let's just turn that over. So you've got turned over 2 of my assemblies basically, and they are tapped. So I get my tactics.
So at the beginning of your turn, they turn over.
Yeah, yeah. So I get my tactics back, and you're going for my assembly. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tap 1 for a war funds, because you kind of made me do this. And I'm not even.
I hear you crying about it.
I'm not even sure if the maths is right on this. So I'm going to put 1 counter on that. I am going to scrap the war funds to go to my resource stockpile.
There you go.
And put a black market on the table, which I will pay 2 for.
Ah.
Okie dokie. I'm not even sure if I've got the maths right on this. Right.
It gets tricky sometimes.
It does get tricky
really does.
sometimes. Yes. So I am now going to tap the black market to scrap 2 cards.
Yep.
Oh shit! Excuse me a second. I've just put those in the wrong place. I put them in the stockpile, not the scrap heap. No, I'll just shuffle that and head over here to make my second deployment, which is Wrath of the Ghost Bear, which I will pay 1 for.
Oh, nice.
Now I get to make X choices from the list, where X is the number of units I control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can now make. I can make up to 7. Put non-unique clan card from your scrap heap in your hand, or gain a deployment. So
while you're walking all through that, because it's going to take you more than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be right back.
Sure. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's my 6. I can make 1 additional deployment, which is that assembly, which I'm going to tap for 1, that tactics for another 1, and clear the hang queue. That gets removed from the game. Put the hang queue prime out and put the hot shot on the hang queue prime. Not really the mission cards I wanted. There's another one in there somewhere. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 blockers. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but I've got 3 Aerofighters. I think he's got enough on the table here to win. I'm not sure if I've got anything that's going to break the stalemate in here.
Okay, I'm back, kids.
Welcome back. Your turn.
And yeah, he's got a few extra cards there in your hand, I see.
Yeah, only 6.
Only 6.
I made an additional deployment and put an assembly out, which allowed me to put a hang queue on the table.
There you go. See?
Wasn't too bad.
Okay, so I'm going to untap. Going to draw 2 cards. Yeah, I'm going to build 2. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
You wanted to really test this tilt mode out, didn't you, with all these units?
Oh yeah. I had a few more sweep check where they're at. I think I built this more along the lines of the way you normally build a standard clan unit or deck. Yeah, don't you love the mega cards? They're just, yeah, play it one time and it makes a difference.
Just a tad.
But that's why it has to be removed from the game.
Sure.
You can't have two or play it twice. That would be broken totally. They're all close to being broken. Okay, now what you told. Okay, so what? 8, 6. It's going to be building 2 per turn. Can I? What's what doing it? What's that guy? Okay. All right, we're going to move him out. We're going to leave this group as is here in the center. And pass turn.
Okie dokie. Those turn
So
over.
plan for next turn. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, you got a plan, have you? Okay.
I don't know how it's going to work out, but
oh yeah, that's always the case, isn't it? Do I want to draw there? Do I want to draw there? I'm going to draw. Draw a resource. Draw a main. Tap. 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 For a hanky prime and a hanky prime. Tap that to repair one on there.
Wow, did you have 6 available? Yes, you did.
Yeah, your turn.
God. Yeah, I don't know if that sustained barrage is doing as much as I wanted it to.
Yeah.
But I wanted to play it, see how it worked. Alright, so here we go. Back to that. Wow, I've seen this song before. No, I don't have any choice. Gotta do these.
Oh, another one? You're getting a bit of a collection there, aren't you? Oh,
Yeah,
one of those.
Well, I had to spend 5 to do those. Okay.
Another one.
All right, let's do this. I'm going to attack your stockpile.
With that.
Huh?
Block with Sireneer with the Sireneer 2 with Ace.
All right.
I have initiative.
You do. So I'm going to go ahead and use maneuver 3, which gives me 6 attack.
Yeah.
I will put 3 on your unit, and I will push 3 long range.
Okie dokie. Right, hold on a minute. So you're putting 3 on there. Right then. So I get to use maneuver twice because of the pilot. Not that it's going to make much difference. I can prevent the 3, and that disappears. And you're going to push 3 long range. So scrap a card, scrap a card, scrap a card.
You're doing 5 to me, which I'm dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And same. Are you blocking with anything?
I'm just thinking a second.
Oh, he's thinking about it.
Yes. Block with Sireneer.
Kiddo. We're going to do the same thing.
You're going to push 3. I'll
push 3.
Yeah.
And
I'll prevent 3, and then you take damage, and I scrap 3.
Good.
There you go.
Okay. Everybody's guarding Stockpile, and he moves out. Pass turn.
Okie dokie. So that taps but turns over. That
and 2 of your tactics are depleted.
So you want to turn over that one. Oops. And turn over that one and tap it. And tap it. Draw resource, draw resource.
Your 2 depleted
Yeah, they're there.
assemblies, they turn up.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
No, one of the assemblies and the black market connection. Sorry.
Right, hold on a minute, because you told me to tap the tactics. Sorry. Right.
That's all right.
So you were telling me to tap the 2 tactics.
No, the one of the tactics and the black market.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to turn that back over and untap it, and that one is turned over then, effectively.
Right.
Right then. Tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Puts that out. Tap that to add a pilot there. Your turn.
Alright, so I can tap. Boy. One. Oh. Well, that puts us in a different light, don't it? Still won't work. Oh. Yeah.
Come on, you're going to put another Grendel C and a Hankey Prime on the table, or is it going to be
Well, not
an Arctic
quite.
Cheetah A?
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put him out. That taps that.
Blood name candidate. Okie dokie. Where
I'm
is
going to put him out.
where are you going to put the blood name candidate? Oh, you're sticking him on that Grendel. Okay.
We're going to tap that to put one on him. I'm going to get put him bottom of my scrap heap, go into resource and put that out.
You've got to pay 4 for it.
Okay, goes back to my hand now. Okay, and I have to pay 4.
Yeah.
Pay for that. I can then tap him to finish building him.
The Grendel with the blood name, yeah.
So, can I put him? Maybe. Yeah, I'll go ahead and actually put him on this guy here. See, 7. Oh. All right, we'll just move him up. Everybody else is guarding
Mm-hmm.
and pass turn.
Okay.
Oh, and at the end of my turn, I will restock.
Okie dokie.
Card from my hand. Go to bottom. There it goes. Okay, pass turn.
Okie dokie.
And we will re-deplete black market and the tactics which are about to untap.
The same two, or do you want a different tactic?
Yeah, same two. No, same two.
Okay. As you wish. There they are.
Pass turn. There we go.
Mm.
Okay, that is helpful. If I can do nothing else except keep that black market from being useful, that becomes a good card.
Tap 1 to pay for a war funds. Turn that over and deploy that one. Tap the war funds to add 1 to that.
Right?
Scrap the war funds.
Uh-huh.
Put it in the right place. Reveal to all 1 and put a black market out. Tapping 2 for it. And tap the black market to scrap 2 to return something from my stockpile to my hand.
Gee, I wonder what, kids. Something nasty, I guarantee it.
It won't be. Put that in my hand. So I can. Now, where am I? So that's 1 deployment and 1 for the war funds. Tap that to turn over that Sireneer and clear it. Your turn. Actually, I'll move the Man of War over to. Yeah, I'll put the Man of War on the stockpile. Pull the hanky out.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, I will untap all. Draw 1. 2. Well, that's not going to get me very far. Pays for him. He's not going to get me. Turn. So those are a pair. These 3 guys here are. These guys are dead. And clean up the board here. Move the Issus out. Pass turn.
Okay. Right. Untap all.
Oh, and at the end of my turn, I will restock 1, and I will deplete both of the black market.
Okie dokie.
That one goes to.
So.
There we go.
I think this game is going to depend on what I draw here.
Not surprised.
Draw a main card? No. Draw a main card? No. Okay.
Oh, did I get lucky?
I think you did. Tap 1, tap 2, tap 3 for one of
Freaking
those.
time.
Tap 1, tap 1 of those for 2 of those. Those come out to play. Your turn.
All right, we untap all. 2. There we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should have finished it last go.
Now we go. All right. There's 1.
Oh, you're not playing that crap.
Oh yes, we are. And 2. All right. So we have 5. There's 5. Base roll that. Pressure over there. Now.
Not a good move, Mark. Should have taken the other bit off it.
Okay, so darn. Oh, missing it by that much. That much. One turn didn't get 2 out. It'll make a difference. Well, we're going to attack your stockpile. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Not surprising. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fully block it. There is a question. What will block it? I know what's going to happen, so it doesn't really make much difference. Block with a man of war, assign 4 damage to you.
Alright. I will use my maneuver 2 to prevent 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know what I did wrong. Oh, crap, I know what Oh, I messed up. This is going to come down to a die roll. Alright, so I'm going to, not going to overheat.
Mm-hmm. You could. That'd be quite spectacular.
Could.
I mean, let's face it, there's a big fireball behind the card, the actual picture, isn't it? Yeah.
It's burning through the fireball.
Mm-hmm.
I've got total of, a total of 6. So that's going to bounce off of him, and we're just going to push for him. Pushing for your stuff.
Right, so is that 6 to the man of war, which hits the armor and does 3 to it, and then
No.
Oh.
No. I only have 6 available to me. Okay.
Yes.
Because I used the maneuver
gotcha.
to prevent 2.
Right.
So
Okay.
I'm not going to overheat. So he's only going to take 2, which is going to bounce.
And then you're going
to.
to
4 is going to
scrap 1, scrap 2, scrap 3, scrap 4. And do you know what? That was the next card. You know when I said it will depend on the draw.
Right.
If I'd have drawn the card that was next instead of the 2 I drew, so if I'd have drawn the 3rd card instead of the 2nd or the 1st, it probably would have been game over a turn earlier.
Yeah. Okay, so what do I do now?
You're going to roll for the damage on the ISIS. Chester.
What?
You're
What?
going to roll for the damage on the ISIS.
Oh, yes, yes. All right, so let's dial. Come on, baby.
4. Nice.
All right. Oh, that's what's happening. There it is. See it. Okay. Survived that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put him over here because I'm having the 3 Hankyus to guard him.
Okay. You're guarding the sustained pressure with the 3 Hankyus. How about we put it over there and put the Hankyus around it like that? I mean, if we put one to the side, and one in front, it practically makes it an impenetrable fortress.
Just so everybody knows.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and move him out and pass turn.
Okay. Untap all. I'm assuming the black markets are still depleted.
Yes, they are.
And I'm assuming when I draw a... Oh, sorry. Let's deplete that. I draw a card, I'm going to scrap a card. So I will draw... You're going to hate me. Scrap.
Yeah. What else is new?
I'll draw a resource and scrap. So tap 1, tap 2 for a Sireneer. Tap 1, tap 2 for a Sireneer.
Oh, come on. Wow.
Sireneer 2 at your stockpile.
Oh, I messed up. Oh. I forgot to restock.
Oh.
Bad play.
It's not gonna make any difference.
Pay attention to what you're doing.
You can restock one if you want, mate.
I will.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Now go ahead.
Right, Sireneer 2 at the stockpile.
Which one?
This one with the blood name, with the ace on it.
There you go. So he's got. You can prevent 3. So that means it's going to take 7 to take him down, which I don't have. But it's going to be long range 3.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be more. So I have to block it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll block with one of the Grendels. Grendel will Alpha Strike and do 3 to you,
Okay.
which your maneuver will prevent. So you're going to push 3?
I'm going to push 3, yes.
Right. And how many to the Grendel?
4.
What's your total?
4, 5. So that's tapped. That's turned over. And that's
Well, you got your...
So, sorry. Long range 3, I'm doing 5, so that's 3 to the stockpile, 2 to the Grendel.
Okay, so the Grendel takes 4. Can't do that. Alright. Grendel takes 1. Alright?
And
6.
scrap 3.
Yes, scrap 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Oh, well, it's a repeat.
It's a repeat. So it'll be the same thing. So I'll tap him. He takes 1. And I scrap 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
We'll go with the other Sireneer.
Let's see. We got 6, 9, 12. Oh, you got. Dang. The one turn didn't matter. Oh man. Yeah, the double Sireneer, you got me. Oh, that close.
You should have killed me the turn, but you should have killed me the turn before.
It's a stop. Well,
What I didn't
have enough to get past you.
Well, yeah, but hold on a minute. I was on 9 cards. You've got long range 4 from the ISIS. You've got long range on each of the Grendel Cs, which was another 4, and you've got sustained pressure when I draw.
I don't have long range on the Grendel Cs.
Yes, no, you're right. It's the other one. Sorry, you are right. I thought that it's the other one that's got it's. I'm getting the anti-missile and the long range mixed up.
The 2 Adder J's. Actually, if I had...
You had 2 from the Adder J's, yes. So that could have got 6 through in a sustained pressure. 2, and I had 9 cards. So that's 4, 5, 6. Draw 1, scrap 1, draw 1, scrap 1. I'm out.
Oh, man. I had you last turn. See?
Yeah.
Well, kids, I'm getting closer.
To be honest, you won that one. I stole it.
Oh my gosh.
I stole that. I will freely admit I stole that. I was always struggling because she killed the first Sireneer, which was my first draw, and I was always behind at that point. It didn't matter what pilots I had or what I could pull out, and the restock probably gave you a turn, but then that depends on what I drew. And the black markets, depleting those, I could have easily gone and pulled another couple of Aerofighters out of the scrap heap without any problems and finished the game earlier. So the sustained barrage prolonged the game more than anything else.
Well, it gave me a shot, and if I had done my math right, I actually would have won this one. But without the sustained barrage, I wouldn't have made it because you would have had the black markets. And
I think the thing was that I black marketed for the Ghost Bear, and that made a lot of difference because putting the cards back in my hand. Yeah, well, you'd scrapped it earlier, yeah, and then I black marketed for it and played it. Could put a unit out, and then I put a load of missions back in my hand. I got Duke and get them off my 6 and air support in my hand, waiting for you to attack, so I could try and trade a bit more on my terms than your terms.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well.
I will freely admit that was your game, and to be honest, I drew a Sireneer there, and I had left in my stockpile. I had 2 Han-QCs. So on 9 cards, I had 2 Aerofighters in the deck, and I had 2 chances to draw a 1 in 9 and 1 in 9. So yeah, the odds were iffy at best. If I'd have drawn a Han-QC instead of a Sireneer, then I wouldn't have had enough to do you. You'd have been left on 3 cards. So as I said, it was all down to what I drew. I had 1 Sireneer in my hand, which I kept back because it dashed, which is why I played the cheetah last turn.
Right.
But literally the 4 cards were Sireneer, Han-Q, and then what did I scrap? Probably a keeping up the pressure and an Arctic cheetah. So, as I said, it was your game. I stole it on a probably luck of the draw of 1 in 3 on those last cards to draw the Aerofighter. That's how it was.
You are one lucky bug.
I mean, maybe I could argue that without the sustained barrage, I'd have black marketed for something earlier. Maybe when I drew the wolf, I should have put a couple of Aerofighters in my hand or another unit in my hand, but I thought there was enough left in my deck to be okay. And that was a bad call on my part, but that's all part of the fun, mate, and it is.
Yeah. This was a game where I've been in this situation before, in playtesting with my friend Brian, where I've had the extra long range, which was what made the difference.
Yeah.
Wanted me to get.
Yeah.
And so I'm a firm believer in the Aero. Making a mostly Aerofighter deck like you did, okay. Mine was kind of mild like. I need to be a little bit more aggressive with my deck build as far as putting in the extra Aerofighters. Excuse me, but yeah, it works. It's effective, and they can be a winning deck. They can.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there is a card which I had in at one point, which is it's an L card, and you tap it to stop one of your Aerofighters depleting each turn. But yeah. I mean, I'm still not convinced with Aerofighters, to be honest. I'm not convinced with this deck, to be honest. I think there's some stuff that could happen to it. I will post it and whatever else. I think some of the cards the mission cards for Aerofighters are quite good. The trouble is that you're limited to 12 Aerofighters per deck, and therefore you're probably going to have 12 mechs. So what's the split? What's your mission split? And I think maybe I'm a bit more Aerofighter heavy, and I think, to be honest, I was playing around with them a bit more than anything else. Hotshot is okay. I would probably take it out and put another ace in. I think there needs to be a better way than rapid recovery with Aerofighters, which, yeah, I'm still not convinced. But hey, it was fun. I'm so sorry, because as I said, I will freely admit, you had me. All you did, you just didn't stick the knife in.
Didn't do the math. Well, as I'm a mathematically challenged person. I don't know if I told you before, but I always had a problem with math. And then between middle school and high school, summer of that would have been summer of '69.
Right, hold on a second, because I'm still recording. So I'm just going to shut this down a bit for a moment. So pop that off.